Alright, we're fixing to move a water heater from upstairs. It's actually in their kitchen to here in the basement slash crawl. We're going to build up here, make a platform, set the water heater here, and we're going to redo this piping and wiring. And we're going to start probably here at this valve and do PEX. Run it down, make a bracket, put the water connections for the water or the washer here, and run new PEX for the new part. Here's all of our tools, pieces and parts, and hopefully we got enough to do it. And this is Rosebud. Hey Rosebud. So we're going to get started. We're going to make a bracket. Here's the work trailer. It's a mess, but it is what it is. We're just going to make a bracket out of 2x4s. Eventually he's going to build a laundry room, and all this is going to move, so this is temporarily permanent. So we're just going to make a 2x4 bracket. Comes down from here, down, over, back up, and then mount new shut-off valves. And I'll show you how we do that. It's going to be part of our bracket. Come down 30 inches. It's going to be real simple. Got two pieces for the upright, or downright, up downs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. And then one to go across. And we'll measure it in a minute. I'll show you how we do it. Here's something else. Your saws. First thing I do is take that little short cord off and put me about a 25-foot cord on it. Ain't hard to do, and it helps out tremendous. You want to cut it, Kevin? You want me to cut it?
Sight right on this?
Yep.
Laser? Can you put a hand on it?
This side. There's the two we're going to mount to the rafters, floor joist, I guess you'd call them. And then maybe that one will be long enough to come across.
Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. Alright, all we did was, here's the 30-inch pieces, screwed them right to the floor joist. Got one on each side, and then got this piece to go in the middle. Here's where the new valves are going to go, shut-offs for the washer. I'll run the PEX up and we'll come across one of these joists. Here's the little clips that hold the pipe against whatever. Secure this pipe all the way down and make the connection. So what we've done, we put the fitting on it, went ahead and crimped it, and ran this PEX loosely and gave it plenty of extra because we got plenty of pipe. We'll cut it off to whatever we need. And now we're gonna run the second one, do the same. We'll mount the fitting here and run it along this other floor joist. Secure it, and then we'll make a connection down here. And I'll show you how we do the crimp with the little PEX tool and the crimp rings and all that good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and take this galvanized out, so we're gonna have to remove this pipe from this one. That way we can unscrew this one. We'll just take a pipe wrench and got a shut off valve up the line, but not sure how good it is.
Unscrew it
Just
here?
unscrew that whole
Right here.
Yeah, just unscrew the
whole pipe.
pipe. Yep.
Let's see.
Turn it the other way.
Yeah, I gotta go the other way. Okay, I gotta turn it. Come on, honey. Here's a good place to edit.
Yeah. Oh, it's strong. Might end up having to cut it.
Probably have to cut it. That's a lot of work.
So, since we're not going to use this pipe anyway,
Just cut the dang thing.
take a sawzall and we'll cut it smaller pieces so we can remove it. Plan B. I got it. Alright, now here's had an old spigot that was kind of rigged up. We're going to put a frost free 6-inch hose bib, and I've got a packet somewhere. There it is. Frost free silcock installation instructions. I'm not going to use instructions. I might look at them. Here's where the existing. It just had a water hose cut with a. We can get it in here. May have to drill another hole. We'll just silicone that one up. Alright, let me go in and see what I need to do. Of course, it's not going to fit in the hole, so I'm going to drill another one with an inch and a 1 inch, which I think is what that is. It's going to move to the side a little. Put one here where I can mount it. Now 2 screws, we'll be good. Show you my mess up. You don't do it if you ever come into it. Randomly drilled a hole, but now it'd be too hard to get the water hose on it. So drilled another. We'll mount it right here. Should be plenty of room to get the hose on it. We'll fill those 2 holes. 2 screws. It's mounted pretty good. Come on. Alrighty. Here's the last piece of the hot water pipe.
Well.
And then we're gonna make connections here to the new location for the water heater. Still gotta get the code out. Still working on.
Oh, did I hit you?
Sorry. Still working on the fittings down here for the new outside water spigot and the cold water for the washer. So galvanized is hard to work with sometimes. There's the last of the code.
Well, crap, probably should have cut it first.
Here's the little rings, crimp rings from a 1/2 inch pegs. Pretty cheap, I can't remember what that costs, but there's 100. So you put the ring on the pipe, the bar fitting inside the pipe. You have these tools. This is good for 1/2 inch, 3/4. Kind of cumbersome, but it goes in the jaws. Try to get it about even with the barb. You're squeezy. It's kind of tough. And it crimps. It's there.
Right on.
Potable line. Alright, this is to make the threaded connections. This is pipe thread sealant with PTFE enriched Teflon. It is for potable water. So we'll put it on these threads and then make the connection. So here's what we got so far. You got the little bracket built. Remember, this is temporary permanent. The new hose bibs for the washer. This is a new 6-inch frost-free spigot that goes to the outside. This is all the cold water here. Here's your hot. And we've got part of the lines ran. We'll go all the way back. We'll make a connection back here. Okay, we got some of the. Don't cut it yet.
I know. I was just looking down here.
So we got the PEX ran. Nothing secured really. Water heater is going to come off of this. So we're going to put a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch male adapter. We'll add a thread into here. And we'll have 1/2 inch come from it to this, which that'll go to the water heater. It's going to be sitting here. Okay, we got everything ran down here. So, new connectors for the washer, a new hose bib for the outside spigot, new lines ran. connecting into the existing piping, and here we'll go to the new water heater, which is going to be right here. Now we got to go upstairs. We've turned the main water off. We think there's 2 meters. Let's see. The main water is off, and now we've shut the power off. This is a device that utility company uses to save energy. So we got to remove this and take it downstairs. First of all, we got to drain it. We got a hose hooked up. It's running outside. Turn this valve on. We'll let it drain. We'll turn this on, get the water out of the system. And then we'll undo the plumbing, the electrical, and we'll move it downstairs. Also, so this probably won't drain until you pull this valve. This is your pop-off valve if it gets too hot. This a pop, and that's your drain. It goes through the floor outside somewhere. If you don't have air coming in the top, it'll never drain out the bottom. So I'll pop the valve, and we should have water flow. Our water connection's done. Now we have to disconnect the power. So Phillips head screw, and we should, give me that screwdriver, Phillips head. We should be able to get to the wiring. So there we have it. We'll pull all this, take the drain off, and we'll be ready to move it. We got it down here. All we got to do is make these connections. Here's one of the hoses. It'll go from there to here. Alright, she's out. Get rid of these pipes here, go underneath. Cap these off and move the electrical. That will be the fun part. So this clamp here, the ground wire going to it. This ground wire goes in the wall. To the electrical box. This actually grounds the electrical box, so I'm gonna try to reuse this clamp. So we'll reground it. And now the fun part. Oh, by the way, we got the plumbing out. Now I have to undo this electrical. Look at that. I know the ones for sure I can do without mixing up is this ground. So I'm taking the ground loose. And these guys are on there. Ground. Here's what I'm worried about. Getting these set up right. Here's the power coming in, the white and the black. Hang on. Power coming in from the box. This and this. From here goes to the power. Black from here goes to the home run power. Red and white. I have to mark these just so I don't mess it up because I have no clue how this thing works. I'm gonna mark them, take them apart, pull this wire underneath the house and run a new, and hopefully it'll make it all the way to the new location of the water heater. If not, we got other problems. This out. He was up there cutting pipe, making all kinds of racket for 10 minutes. You see it? Oh, watch him.
My Lord.
Now we gotta do something with him.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a black snake, I think.
No, it's not a black snake.
What is it?
It's brown, it's not black.
Oh, we gotta get him out.
For one, there's probably 10 of them hidden. You see anything?
No.
Pull it back a little bit. Oh, he struck at it. That's a copperhead, bro, or it's one of them eastern. Look at him.
I'd say a black mamba.
A black mamba.
Yep. He's gone. All right, here's I think a 3-inch nipple. This 1/2 inch galvanized with just a 1/2 inch cap. It's going to go so this line, the other line where he's working went to the old location. We're going to cap those off, both sides, the hot and the cold. The native run. And here's where we made all the new connections. The new cold, the new hot. And they run all the way down. There's the new spigot for outside. Made the bracket for the cutoff. And we are almost done. Electrical connections next. Well, we got the water back on. No hot. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. A lot of air in the lines. We gotta bleed out all the air because we've got no hot as of right now. Valve is on.
No hot water?
No, it's pushing up through the water heater yet. All that air.
Yeah. But shouldn't there be water coming out of this though?
No, see the. It's hard to see from video, but the cold water comes in, comes across to there. This is the supply coming in. Comes up to here to this valve. This valve is open. To here feeds the water heater. Also feeds the washer for cold water and the outside spigot for cold water. How we get hot is cold water fills this tank completely up, 50 gallons, and just the pressure from the municipal water supply, what comes in at the road from the city or whatever, that pressure pushes it back out through into the hot water to the kitchen sink over here, the hot water for the washer over there, and then whatever else it runs to, the bathrooms and all that. So it's kind of like, you can hear the pressure still building up. We get all that air out, water in.
Water's flowing now somewhere.
We should be good.
You hear it? It's coming up through here.
I got the drains on in the house. I got the water on, hot water on in the house, so the air will push through those lines also.
Will water come out of this if I open it now?
There's the hot water. Pushing all the air out of the line. It's just dirty too. That's where we've been beating and banging. And that old galvanized has knocked a lot of that stuff loose. We'll have to clean the little filter out probably. It'll eventually make it though. Same way with the bathroom. It's barely dripping. There we go. We'll start getting pretty good water flow. We'll cut the farthest line from the water heater, which will be this shower. We'll turn it off. Let it build some pressure. I'll go ahead and turn it off. See, that water's still dirty. I'll turn this one off. See if we're getting better pressure in here yet. It's a steady stream, so. There's the cold. There's the hot. So we got water coming up here. We bleed the system again and should be good. Check for leaks. Check for leaks and we'll do the electrical. Got one leak. I think if we can get this all the way around one turn, we'll be good, because I just basically hand tightened this. we got one more turn all the way around. And I think
I believe that's it.
it's good. We want to check all the fittings now. No leaks. No leaks. No leaks. No leaks there. All the way up. Where it crosses over. No leaks. And no leaks. No leaks. And I don't see anything dripping back here. So now just electrical and we'll be done. Which is that box. Get the fun stuff. We have to find.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't even know how to get this off.
J channel or whatever it is, isn't it?
Can you get it off? Slide down. How many bees' nests is in it?
7. I killed some not long ago. They'd already be flying out if they was in there.
Let's find out how to get this off. The wire in the box. Comes out the bottom and then feeds into the house and then up through here. Well, we need it to go not up, but down. Well, the only way to get to it and be able to drill a hole is take the sheetrock out. And there's the wire. Let's see it moving. This was what was on hooked to the water heater.
Is that the phone line? Nope.
That's a ground wire.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to redo. So nasty insulation.
70-year-old.
And spiders. What we want to do is take this and go right through the floor. Right through this seal plate underneath the house. And then hopefully we have enough to make it to our new location.
Nailed to the two before that.
Probably. So we found another little issue hidden away. This used to be an old breaker box. Somebody has used it as a junction box for this wire, which I do not know where it goes. Maybe up into the light or this plug behind the microwave.
No, I ran that one.
But anyway, we're gonna, wherever it goes, I guess we still need it, but we don't want this box because the corner cabinet's gonna go here. So we're getting rid of this.
Whoa, look at the top.
So this is where the original old weatherhead went up and the old wires came in, so we better verify that because that's some high voltage if it Surely to God, there's no way it's just sitting there naked.
Hanging there, yeah.
That's original power. Then when they put the new breaker box outside, they done away with this and used it as a junction box. So we got 1, 2 coming in, 2 going out. So we can do that in a small box, and we'll put it so we can access it and get rid of this big bulky 1950s box. Of course, change of plan. We found the hot water heater wire. It actually comes out of the house. We pulled it out of the house and ran it through here, but it is not long enough to reach where we need it to go. We gotta run a whole new wire, and there it is. That's good. So we'll feed this one up through this metal thing and into the box where the old water heater wire is, and then we'll wire it into the existing breaker. It'd be a lot easier if this thing was gone. I'm gonna try to get it out of the way. Alright, I got it. So this is the new wire we have to run. This is the old one. So we're gonna pull it out and rewire the new wire. Now I gotta find the screwdriver. I gotta follow the old wire up that breaker, and we'll pull these wires. Get those out of the way. Find this ground. Undo it. It's in the neutral bar here. If you can see it.
Get rid of the phone box.
And we'll pull this wire completely out, and then we'll rerun a new wire tip. Alright, I got the insulation removed for enough to make it in through this box and up to the breaker. And we'll run it through this grommet, up around. We'll hide it, come into the top of this side of this breaker, and then we'll ground it, and we should be good to go. This is a 220, so we need both sides of the breaker, and to designate, this white is usually a neutral, so we're going to use it as a hot. I'm sure some electrician will correct me. Go ahead. I'm not an electrician, but I think this is the way it goes.
But I stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night.
So I'm gonna wire this in, hook the neutral back up, and then we'll go underneath and wire it into the water heater. So here's the new wire. Ran up into the breaker, the new neutral. So it comes down through the house, under the house, to right there. And I'm gonna run it over. We'll mount this box and then make the connections, and we should be good. I'm gonna have to make a bracket to mount this box on also. I'll probably put it close to the water heater here, and I'll show you how I'll do it. So the width of this box is about 8 inches, and the length of both of these together is about 15. So I'm gonna cut it 8 by 16, should give us plenty to mount to. All right, we're getting closer. Cut a piece of wood, screwed it to the floor joist, then mounted this whatever this electrical saver box is. And now I'm just making all the connections. Got the new wire in. We'll plug it up, wire it in. We got these made. Need to ground this, and we'll be good to go. All right, we got the power back on. We got a green power light. No fault, no demand. Here's the new box. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear the water warming up.
Hello?
So in about 15-20 minutes, we'll check and see if we got any hot water. So some cleanup left, and then we're done. We are going to reroute the dryer hose and put it right out the side of the house, right here. Have it come out with the spigot. If it was going through that door. Here's what he had existing. So I just put it where it looked good, traced around it, cut a hole, we'll mount it, we'll be done. Alright, got the panel back together. There it is. Breaker's back on. We gotta fix this little thingy they had going on here. Everything's working. Got a new vent for the dryer going outside. New shut-off valves. New PEX piping.
Dump in that bag right there.
Everything looking good. New board for the power saver. No leaks. We need a drain for the pop-off valve, and then we are done. Got the new vent. Well, not new, but it's the one they had. We got it ran to a much better spot. It was on the back of the door and swinging with the door when you opened and closed it. So it looks way better. So now we got to clean up the tools, and we're done. Found some more stuff in there. That wire scares me back there. Those wires are hot, yes. So we got to get rid of this box. It's got live wires in it.
Yep. And we're going to have to go right in between those two live wires to get that screw.
As long as they're insulated.
You want to do it?
So we got the old box out. These are the wires that were in the wall. We just got them wire netted together for now. We're going to have to reroute, fix these, sheetrock the hole, tear this wall down, corner cabinet there, corner cabinet there, and we should be close. Alright, I'm going to cut the sheetrock back to this next stud, chalk the line, cut it to it, and we'll piece this back in. I'm going to make a holder for my drill. I'll take and make 2 straight lines here with my square, cut them out. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, there's some lines. I'm gonna cut it out with my Sawzall probably. And I'll show you what's next. So, cut it up. And let's see. Perfect. And then take a couple screws. Screw that up there. And then I'll have another holder. Alright, I mounted it. 2 screws. And just a bungee cord to keep it from sliding down. There we go.